So let's talk about K-pop lore. K-pop lore is fascinating, confusing, and one of those things that you probably love as I do or hate. Hey everyone, this is Lola of FanVid Crit, and in this video I'm going to dig into the beautiful mess that is K-pop lore. I'll start off by talking about lore more generally, and then look at a few concrete examples that showcase the complexities of lore as an entity overall. Obligatory caveat, my dive into various K-pop groups' lores will just be my take on them, and I'd love to hear your interpretations and how a variety of lores might enhance our understanding of the lore phenomenon overall. So please do share your lore thoughts in the comments. And a slight warning, don't try a drinking game where you drink every time I say lore because you will not get very far. In its most general sense, lore means a body of traditions and knowledge on a subject passed from person to person by word of mouth. When fans talk about lore, however, they often mean something a bit more meta, as the Geekiary puts it, the history of fans and their activities within fandom, stories passed around like legends. So, fandoms pass stories of the olden days of fandom, or particular fan histories or fan interactions with franchises. Now, that form of fan lore about actual fan interactions does exist within K-pop, but more often when we talk about K-pop lore, it means something quite different. It's the narratives told through the combinations of music video and other additional elements like story concept films and producer discourse. So then, K-pop lore is something that is co-authored by the production team, the idols themselves, and the fans as they interpret and share their commentary in various forms, on Reddit, through YouTube videos, or through comments within YouTube, like on MVs or on fellow fans' YouTube videos, and in other fandom spaces. So in a sense, lore is the art of bringing pieces together into a puzzle, creating a picture that is potentially of the fan's own making. That is, the creative team will have made some of the pieces constructing a particular vision of the puzzle, fuzzy though it might be, but as fans we come in and we interpret those pieces in order to build a larger story image. And in so doing, we're also creating that image. We release a story that is at the very least co-authored with the production team and everyone else involved in making the MVs and other related materials. In some ways, we're like detectives piecing together the narrative using tools like narrative analysis, character interpretation, the application of interpretive theoretical frameworks, visual analysis, lyric analysis, seeking out intertextual links. The interpretive process of engaging with lore really can have that thrilling feel of uncovering a truth like a detective, or maybe the delight of artistic vision, like an artist revealing a statue out of a block of marble that feels like it was just waiting to be released. The pleasure of lore lies in part in the fact that it must be messy. If it's too simple or obvious, then that detracts from the pleasure of discovering it over time, and also would prove too confining for a group to grow with over the years.